All right, Shalom. This is Shalomar coming at you through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah with another lesson. I pray that this is edifying. Before I get started, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rachakodash. Double honors to my elders and apostles, a great millstone that teach and rule well. Peace, love, and safety to the hopeful elect. This lesson is going to be centered off of Gad, one of the northern tribes of Israel. And just have a few scriptures, and I have screenshots from this website. It's a University of Wisconsin, and I also have another screenshot of just a Google search that I want to share in this lesson. So let's first start out with Genesis 49:19. Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last. And when you go into 2nd Ezra 13, it's going to go into this scripture, okay? That overcome is going to be through the power of Yahweh Shah, who the world Italy calls Jesus Christ. So let's look at this article here. It says the Native American population in America, the native population of the Americas in 1492. Let's go down because Christopher Columbus sparked a lot of this, what is going on, and it's also going to, this other screenshot that I pulled up, it's going to go into how he used the Apocrypha to locate the Americas. Okay, so it wasn't discovered; it was basically overtaken by European conquerors. Okay. And they called themselves pilgrims, but they were conquerors. They came over and they pretty much came over and destroyed the people, killed off a large population of the northern tribe, and set up their own. Okay, so it says William M. Donovan writes that the discovery of America was followed by possibly the greatest demographic disaster in the history of the world. Research by some scholars provides population estimates of the pre-contact Americas to be as high as 112 million in 1492. Okay, so this land was clearly full of Native Americans living good. The land was good. You had animals. There was no poison in the air, no poison in the water, no poison in the rain. There were less diseases here. And when Esau, the so-called white man, came over, he brought all of those things with him, and also the sword to wipe out the tribe of Gad, along with the other northern kingdom tribes down in South America. But America, when it came to Gad, was almost completely destroyed. Today, that population, I looked it up on Google, is less than 2 million. And also, it's actually higher than that because a lot of you so-called Negroes that think that you're Judites, you're actually Gadites and Reubenites. And the Reubenites are the Seminole Indians. And they have a small population as well. But like I said, the numbers could be a little different because a lot of you so-called Negroes are Reubenites and Gadites. Okay, let's go to some scriptures. And the first one I want to get is Sirach or Ecclesiasticus, because this is what happened. This is what happened when you let your enemy get that close to you. Chapter 12, and I'm going to start at verse 10. It says, never trust thine enemy. Of course, when Esau came over, he had those smooth words. All right. You know, he looked like he was coming over looking for help. And actually, he came over looking for a war. Okay. It says, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Verse 11, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hadst wiped a looking glass. And thou shalt know that his rust had not been altogether wiped away. This is the main point, verse 12. set him not by thee, lest when he had overtaken thee, he stand up in thy place. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thou seat. And thou at the last remember my words and be pricked and be pricked therewith. All right. And that prick is gonna go in is ultimately in these last days is gonna be the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast. All right, so this devil whole plan is to come over and have everybody under his full control. Let's keep moving. This is going to be it's going to be a little lengthy, but I just got to get it out. This is going to be 2nd Esdras chapter 13. This talks about the return of Yahushua. And I'm going to go down. I'm not going to go into that part at the beginning, but I'm going to go down to verse 39. It says, and whereas thou sawest that he gathered another peaceable multitude unto him. And these are the northern tribes. Verse 40. Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Osias the king, whom Shalmaneser, the king of Assyria, led away captive, and he carried them over the waters, and so came they into another land. All right, so that's how the northern tribes got over here into the Americas. Verse 41. But they took this counsel among themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt. So there was no one over here. It was just animals. There was resources, plants, insects, everything. Just no humans were over here. The northern tribes was the first people here. It says, and they enter into Euphrates by the narrow place of the river. For the Most High then showed signs for them and held still the flood till they were passed over. So the Lord allowed the northern tribes to come over to the Americas by pushing back the waters. And it's going to show you, as a matter of fact, I just read it. It says, for through that country there was a great way to go, namely of a year and a half. So it took them to go from the what they call the Middle East over there in that area over to Americas. It took traveling a year and a half. It says of a year and a half, and the same region is called as Asareth, Arsareth, Asareth. Okay, now let's get that name Asareth and see what it says on Google. This is the second screenshot. And this was, I was saying, how Columbus used the scriptures to locate the Americas. It says, the name of the land beyond the great river, far away from the habitation of men, in which the 10 tribes of Israel will dwell, observing the laws of Moses until the time of the restoration. According to 6 Esdras, no, I guess that's supposed to be 2nd Esdras. It says Columbus identified Americas with this land. All right, and there's the name Asareth, but the S is a Z, but it's the same word. Okay, so he located the Americas by reading this scripture right here out of the Apocrypha. So this is clearly talking about America. I'm gonna continue to read. It says, then dwelt they there until the latter time, and now when they shall begin to come, the higher shall stay the springs, the springs of the streams again, that they may go through. Therefore sawest thou the multitude with peace. Okay, so the Lord is going to deliver, just like he's going to deliver the other tribes. He's going to deliver Gad the same way with those what people call UFOs, and that's going to be right before the nuclear weapons hit this place. But those that be left behind of the people that But those that be left behind of thy people are they that are found within my borders. Now when he destroyeth the multitude of the nations that are gathered together, he shall defend his people that remain. All right, going back to Genesis 49 and 19. He said, Gad shall overcome in the end. All right, that's going to be through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai. And this is the last scripture in second Esdras I wanted to get. It says, and then shall he show them great wonders. So yeah, the Lord is going to have, he's going to show great wonders. He's going to come with destruction and salvation to bring back the tribe of Gad along with the other 11 tribes. Now let's go to Ezekiel. And this is going to be the destruction of Esau because of what he did to the northern and southern kingdom. And it's going to go into two countries. Those two countries is the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. All right, Gad and Salakia, Israel and Judah. This is Ezekiel 35. And I'm going to start at verse 5. It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword. That's what he did when he came over. All right. Columbus came through, him and his team, and slaughtered millions, hundreds of thousands, up to millions of Native Americans. And that's why the population is so low now. They tried to completely wipe them out. It says, by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, said the Lord Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. So yes, Esau, since you have, not hated bloodshed, that's what's gonna, you're gonna reap what you sow. Let's skip down to verse 10, and this is gonna be the last scripture. It says, because thou hast said, these two nations and these two countries, which is the northern and the southern tribes, Israel and Judah, shall be mine, and we will possess it, whereas the Lord was there. So Esau just came over, and said, hey, y'all belong to me. Okay. That's why when you go down to South America, they speak Spanish, they speak Portuguese. They speak English over here in Americas, because those, and you actually have some that speak French, because those are the Edomite nations that came over here and destroyed Israel. That's why we no longer speak Hebrew. So with that, I pray that this was edifying. Once again, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honor to my elders and apostles, a great millstone that taught us is true. Shalom to the elect.